Welcome back, Witches and Wizards, to another episode of Wizarding Weekly. This week we have so much news. Let's get right into it. We have a new Harry Potter game coming this year, and no, I'm not talking about Hogwarts Legacy. Harry Potter Magic Awakened is a free-to-play collectible card game MMO coming to mobile this year. Brothers Games has revealed that Harry Potter Magic Awakened, a mobile game already released in Chinese mainland, Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan, is coming to the Americas, Europe, and Oceania territories this year. This mobile NetEase developed title, which Warner Brothers Games describes as a free-to-play immersive collectible card game and massively multiplayer wizarding dueling game featuring a blend of strategy roleplay, has been live in China since last September. It's been received quite well there. It topped local app stores as the #1 game in revenue. So if this sounds right up your alley and you live in the US, Europe, or Oceania, you might have yet another new Harry Potter game to play this year, assuming Hogwarts Legacy is released this year too. Now that I've mentioned Hogwarts Legacy, let's get into some Hogwarts Legacy news. An upcoming art book could point to the release date of Hogwarts Legacy. The art and making of Hogwarts Legacy is set to be published by Insight Editions on September 6, 2022. As spotted by the Rolling Library, the book is authored by Jodie Revenson, who has previously written Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore Movie Magic and Harry Potter Papercraft. September 1st is the date in the Harry Potter books that students return to Hogwarts, making a September release fitting. And with returning to Hogwarts, let's get into some Wizarding World at Universal news. New Death Eater and Hogwarts House sweatshirts have arrived at Universal Studios Hollywood. Universal Studios Hollywood has some new apparel for Hogwarts students and Death Eaters alike. These sweatshirts were found in Wiseacres Wizarding Equipment and will be priced at $65 each. And on the other side of the country at Universal Orlando, Honeydukes has a new collectible candy container. Very recently, a new collectible item apparated its way into the Honeydukes shop. In Hogsmeade area of Islands of Adventure, these collectible candy containers cost $25. For a Wizarding World item of this size and quality, that price point functions as reasonable to most Wizarding World fans. The candy container includes Wizarding World candy of several varieties. Now each container only contains one type of candy. If you need every type, be prepared with your money. Sherbet lemons, fizzy wizzy, pear drops, fruit balls, pineapple cubes, and sweet and sour drops are among the candy that you can find in these containers. For our next bit of news, anime covers for the new Japanese edition of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone have been revealed. For crossover fans of the Wizarding World and Japanese animation, a Harry Potter anime has always been spoken of longingly. Though it hasn't appeared as of yet, we do have our first official look at what Harry could look like in anime form. A new edition of the Japanese translation of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone is being released with new covers in a typical anime style. The first volume features Harry having stepped off the Hogwarts Express in Hogsmeade, with Hagrid calling out to the first years as the castle looms behind. In the foreground, an owl resembling Hedwig flies towards the reader, clutching a Hogwarts acceptance letter in its beak. The second volume's cover shows us a steely golden trio as they prepare themselves to play the giant wizard chess game Enchanted by McGonagall. Both volumes of the new edition of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone in Japanese will be released on March 17th. Volume 1-1 is priced at 693 yen, and Volume 1-2 is priced at 682 yen, both around $6. These gorgeous covers will make fine additions to any collection. The giant wands that were made for the celebration of Harry Potter's 20th anniversary are coming back and going on tour. The giant wand statues from the world of Harry Potter will visit the region on a tour of the UK this spring in celebration of the release of the latest film in the Fantastic Beasts prequel series. The 15-foot replicas are based on those belonging to characters from the Wizarding franchise and will illuminate each evening as part of a light show set to music from the films. And for our last story, we have the Fantastic Beasts documentary coming soon. In a unique collaboration with the BBC Natural History Unit, the Natural History Museum, and Warner Brothers, expect this documentary to unfurl all sorts of mysteries around fantastic beasts and real-life creatures across history that you may not believe could possibly exist. In the documentary, Stephen travels far and wide to learn about such animals, chatting to experts about dinosaurs in Utah, and traveling to Loch Ness in Scotland. Along the way, Stephen will chat to the Wizarding World's creator, J.K. Rowling, to discuss the inspirations behind the creatures we meet in Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts, while also meeting with visual effects supervisor Christian Manns, who has lent his talents to several Wizarding World movies, bringing countless magical creations to life. So stay tuned for Fantastic Beasts: A Natural History, which will feature on BBC One, iPlayer, and international broadcasters very soon. And that's what happened in the wizarding world this week. Please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on next week's news, and I'll see you then.